Hello, Michael from Grimbeard Gaming, and welcome to a video where I don't have to speak that loud or that much because my throat is totally wasted. I was asked to do a skin painting tutorial, so I thought I would do that today. So first I have I have 3 Marauders, and I have this guy, which is primed black, and then painted 2 or 3 thin coats of Bugman's Glow first. Then I have the guy primed white and painted a few layers as well, and you can see the difference between them, the white versus the black skin priming. And a guy just very white, very white almost. He's just gonna get a Reikland flesh shade. So I am going to shake this guy up, give it a good shake. You can also always check the bottom if there's any residue. After you've done that, you pop it open, and you do not want to drop this. I am using my trusty wet palette, Everlasting wet palette, which is very nice for its price, I think. So what you want to do is, after you prime them and you paint them with Bugman's Glow, you want to give it a, let's see where, there we go, a full coverage of the Reikland flesh shade. Alright, just give it a good cover up on the entire area where you want the skin. Right, so like that, and the face as well. Get a bit more. It's better to have too little than too much, but if you do get too much like this, you see it's very dark, you can just wipe your brush off and let it suck up some of the excess paint. Alright, so now this guy is fully covered with the shade, and we will do this guy as well. There we go, and a bit on his very impressive chest and his fingers like that, and the face. Alright, just get it all around there. Alright, and for this guy as well, for the very fast way of doing okay looking skin, we'll be doing a bit larger area on this guy. The entire upper torso, I think. Alright. This will need a few more layers than just one. Alright. So just... and the face, of course. Always the face. Alright. So, like this, and check for pooling as well. Especially when they start to dry up. You can just go and check it out, see if there's any pooling. Alright, so this should be good, and I will let this dry up and I'll be back. Alrighty, we are back, and let's have a look. There's a bit of undried, no, not dried still, completely. Let's have a look at this guy. There's a bit down here which is not completely dry, and let's have a look at the only washed guy. Well, there's a lot of if we take it a bit away from the light, you can see it is very bright. See if we can adjust that like this. So this is a very decent skin tone already. It is not completely dry, but as you can see, give it a few washes and you have a great skin tone. Alright, let's have a look at these guys. Now you can see the difference between having a black primer and a white primer. The white primer seems more alive. Let's get a bit more light on. There we go. There you can see it. It's more vibrant than this. Alright, so what we are going to do now is we're going to take a bit of each color and mix them, or you can, you know what, let's on this guy show if what happens if you take Cadia Flesh Tone directly. Let's see, like this. Alright, so pure flesh tone. Just, there we go. And you want to hit everything except the recesses. And when you paint like this, maybe just go right around the nipple, right? And just pull it down like this. So you hit all the areas which are up in the light, if you want to say like that. So you can see his shoulder muscles. You have a small muscle right there. Just take your time with it. Alright, so the first one right there. And then there's this big muscle up here. And if you go up, some of them have a divider down here. So we'll try if we can slowly just paint it. Like this. Remember, there's no race. And again, I'm using a fairly wet mix of the water, of the paint, of course. Yes, water is wet. You know it. Right. So when you go down onto the bottom, you will start the opposite way. Right, like this. Got a bit too far down, but it's okay. Right, like this. You can see there's a. There you go. Just keep doing it until it looks right. All right. The last one over here. I can see I want to. I hope it's clear for you guys. This is my first video doing this in a long time. All right, so they're like this. And you grab the last muscle down here, like this. All right, and the back, go down there, and you take the rest, like this. And with a bit more paint on. There we go. And so this might also require a few. Oh, look at that. A big, oh, have to get it a bit down. There we go. A big nasty cut off. These are old Marauders I'm using, so yeah, we'll just have to manage, right? And let's have a look. We have a muscle right here. And you just remember, all the muscles are round and natural shaped. So you want to make your lines as smooth as possible. If you make them all jagged and stuff, it's gonna be looking very unnatural. Alright. Pull this down here and grab the elbow like this. It doesn't have to be anatomically correct. It just has to look good on the model. Alright, so grab a bit. See if we can do this with the big mold line. Alright. Like that. And grab the muscle in here. Alright, not too bad. Considering I'm not really able to see that much. Alright, the face. What you want to do here is, see how we turn it. There we go. We want to touch the nose. the cheek. Well, not the cheek, the chin. You want to touch the upper lip, like that, and the lower lip. And you want to just gently under the eyes here. And you see the mold kind of has a line, so it's gonna look a bit strange. Right, like that. That makes him very angry and makes the world go round, so it goes to a decent tabletop painting standard. And then you just go over and you paint the top raised edges of all the muscles again after they are dry. Because if you do that, the lower of the muscles will be slightly darker. You have to go a bit further out here. That's a bit of a strange assembly right there. Again, these are old models, so and this gives a pretty fast tabletop standard of a paint job. So the dark one here with the brown, with the black base coating, a bit much. There we go. So we're gonna do what we did before. Grab it and just draw it. Draw the paint out. You know, you can just ignore the nibble and just paint over it. But I do like, not nibbles, but I do like when it's a bit darker around the nibbles. It makes it look a bit more natural. So this guy has a lowered area, so we're just gonna pull it around there, make sure that this gets closed like that, and see how we can avoid the large. I should have kind of removed these before I started. I didn't notice them, to be honest. All right, so just pull them, because when you pull the paint you won't get all jagged lines. See, I got a bit right there because I didn't pull it. So fixing it like this and just turn it a bit and go like this and make it go together up here. Looks pretty okay. Not as good as the first one, but I mean, we are painting these very fast for a tabletop standard. So the muscle right here, like this. The muscle out here. Getting a bit more of this. Make it a bit more soaked with water and paint. And quickly like this, and you just grab the tricep. Wow, this is a big cut. There we go. And see if you can see it. The muscle right here. Like this. Make sure this looks right. And again, down here. And make it all go together. Boom. There we go. Very fast. And this actually goes a lot faster if you have more models. Alright, like so. And you don't want to be painting it all the way down, because when you look at him at the table, you kind of want to see all the definitions of muscles. Alright? Alright, grab a bit more. Go for the nose. Go for the upper lip. Go for the lower lip. Go for the chin. That's a nasty chin he has. Below the eyes, like so. If you look really close, it looks really crap when we're doing it this fast. But on the table, it's a very nice tabletop standard. And we like the tabletop standards. Alright, so what you can do is you can grab some Kislev flesh if you want to do that. And just make it look all nice on the palette. So you draw the top line of the muscles like this, and right here, just paint over it where the light would hit. All right, and well, just gonna skip that horrible place, but we will do this place on the back. All right, and the top here, like so, and around the top of his shoulder muscles. So here we're gonna switch and draw it upwards, like so. See if you can see it. I think you can see it. Same with the face. Just on the tip of the nose, just a tiny bit. Right, and right here you want to have it around here, so you just pull it down like so. There you go, just to make it a bit more, you know, maybe not sexy but for a bit of the highlighting game. If you want to score a bit higher at competitions, this is a way to do it. And there we go. All right, this is just fun. We like the fun. Very fast. If you want to do like this, you don't want to do that. Looks bad. All right, so in comparison, it went flesh. I like painting it over white. It makes it pop a lot more than this. You can see the clear difference now. This looks 10 times better, and it only takes like a minute longer. All right, so this guy is just about dry. So this is just with 2 layers. So we're gonna just grab it quickly and draw it over the muscles like this. This is very fast paint job, because the more sloppy you do, it actually looks a tiny bit better like this. You could also just leave it as it is, but we want to get those extra points at the tournament, right? So just quickly grab it all like so, right here and right there. This is a very fast way to get some points. It looks really, really, really good on the tabletop. So this was a very quick way of doing it. This is also a very quick way of doing it. You can also see I actually made a small mistake, which we are gonna correct. Because when you look at it, I am missing this right here. There we go. That makes it look complete. Am I right? I think I am. This is by no means tournament painting, but it is a very fast way of having something looking really good at the table. And if you want to do the highlights, you just grab that extra. I mean, this room right here could, if we hold it up, you see, you could go in and give it a bit tighter paint job. But again, we were doing it as fast as we could to get stuff done for a tournament or whatever. And you can see right here, you should go in a bit further there. And right up here, you have just a tiny bit more room to go up. So it looks more and more complete the more time you take doing it. Again, I did it very fast, and there's a very high contrast between the shadows and the highlights. So this is for the tabletop. This is by no means a display model. All right. So I hope you got the idea of how to do skin very fast. And you can just keep highlighting it at the top like this until you're happy with the highlights. And it gets exceedingly faster every time you do it, because you don't have to, the first time you highlight, you go down here, the next time you highlight, you go up here, and the next time you just take and touch the top of it. You might also, well, you could mix in a bit of a brighter color, but don't go too crazy with it. This is more than enough for a very nice tabletop looking army, which is fast to do. So basically, Bugman's Glow, right lamp flash shade. What you can do is, alright, which area? This way, this area. You could also first paint Bugman's Glow except the recesses, like this. Just gonna paint over here, it's okay. We are rebels and we're not afraid. After this has dried up, or just before it has dried completely up, you just pull it a bit from the top. You can see when I pull these small droplets, you want to grab them as well. Then the contrast won't be as big as over here. It's going to be a bit more natural when I pull it away. Still going to be a lot of contrast, but not as much as before. And then you can go and mix in some Kislev and just have it. Oh, and that's the light. Well, okay. I guess this means that the painting tutorial is done. So this is how it looks without light. That was a bit annoying. See if we can get a bit more light out of it. So there we go. Yeah, very fast way of doing your tabletop standard. And this guy, give it a few washes until you're happy, and that's it. That's all you need to do. So either white washes, white Bugman's Glow, Cadia, wash Cadia, you know, or well, great, or the black primer to get it a bit more, not as vibrant as with the white. You can see it pretty clear now, actually. So painting skin, I like white, but this is faster and makes it look a bit more cohesive. All right, I hope this video was okay, and next time I will remember the light to charge it fully. So if you have any questions, right below, remember to click the subscribe, the bell button, share it. Yeah, until later, I'm still Mike. This is Grimbeard Gaming. Bye bye.